Hello, this is Dr. Upson, and we're here for step one of the portfolio formation class, or portfolio formation lab. It's a lab associated with Finance 5315. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is to create a base Excel program or Excel file that you're going to use to do your analysis with. And to do this, we're going to come to the class Blackboard website, and over here you'll see Base Excel. We'll click on that. Wait for a few seconds. And this is stock formation. The folder contains a Base Excel file for the historic portfolio formation and the three-factor formation. So you're going to use this file for both your first and your second projects in the lab. We'll click on the portfolio formation, and then we're going to click and download or get ready. So it's going to ask for our download. We're just going to open it with Microsoft Excel, so click OK. And then you'll need to enable the editing, and we need to enable the content. Alright, at this point, you just click to start the process. So we're just going to click the big blue button. It's going to ask you for your first name, in which case I'm going to enter James, your last name, Upson, and then your student 800 number. And I'm just going to type in a fake number here. Now it's important you type in your actual 800 number. This is going to be utilized to make sure that the right person is turning in the correct file. In addition, there's a computer program that does the grading for the Excel worksheet, and it's going to assign the grades and everything based on the 800 number. And if you're curious where your 800 number is, it's on your student ID. Then you're going to click OK, and the program is going to go ahead and build an Excel file. When you're done with that, just click Close. And if we look on our desktops, we will find right here Sharp Optimal and then the 800 number that's associated with it. So what you don't want to do is leave it on your desktop. The lab computer, the desktops get wiped every day. So we want to basically copy this, so you can right click on it and we can cut it. And then have your jump drive ready, or if you don't have a jump drive, set an M drive up for it. Come over to the jump drive, and we're just going to go ahead and paste the file. So that way it is off the desktop and on your jump drive, where you can edit it and change it and do an awful lot of things to it, which we'll go over. So now I'm going to go ahead and open it. Alright, we're just going to, in this video, go over pretty quickly what's in it, and then the next video we'll start working on how to populate the various spreadsheets that have already been created. Remember, this file is going to be used for two projects, the Historic Sharp Optimal Portfolio and the three-factor portfolio formation methodology. Alright, this is the Sharp Optimal worksheet. You'll notice that some of the cells have color associated with them. These cells are going to be populated with equations, and if they're colored like this, that means they're part of the grade. Again, the computer program, there's an automated grader that comes in and it checks to see that the equation is correct. So your equations have to be in the right spot, and then have also, in some cases, the right value. There's nothing associated with the colors, so green is not different than blue and not different than yellow, etc., etc. And again, we'll go over how to fill this out. For your first project, you're going to create 3 portfolios: Sharp Optimal, a minimum variance portfolio, targeted beta portfolio. Returns is going to represent which stocks, the actual returns for your stocks, you're going to be assigned a 10 stock portfolio. So where it says stock 1, stock 2, etc., you're going to change that to particular names. When I go over the video, I am only going to do 5 stock portfolio just to give you an idea of what's going on. The stock 1 through stock 10 are where the raw return data is going to be put. Our year-to-date returns, we'll go over how to do the calculation, and I will get back to you on that. The YTM evaluation is the year-to-date evaluation of how well your portfolio worked. And again, if it's a highlighted box, it means that it's going to be part of the grade. As we come out here a little bit farther, you can navigate one at a time, sheet by sheet. Each one of these is called a sheet by moving it out. Our 3-factor data is for the second project, the residuals is for the second project, and the betas is for the second project. And we're going to create some sheets in that project as well. So this is the first step. If you want to move all the way to the end, you can click here. If all the way to the beginning, we click here and take us back to the basic initial portfolio. Now, as you do your changes and as you're working with this, pretty frequently you want to go ahead and hit the save button so that if the computer has a problem or any other issues come up, you won't have any, you'll be saving your data periodically. And finally, when you're done, you save it, you close it, make sure that you take the time to actually eject your travel drive, and I would recommend creating a backup copy on set up an M drive so that all that data is around and you don't lose anything. You will be submitting this Excel file electronically. There's a submission deadline. It's going to be a timer. If you're a second before the deadline, it'll accept it. If you're a second after the deadline, we won't accept it anymore. So get these projects done on time, preferably even ahead of time. The last couple of points I'll add, there's a project description that comes along with this and a project a sample write-up that comes along with it, which just gives you an outline of what the write-up should be. And as we go through these projects, you'll pick up on what's required. For each project, 60% of the grade is going to be the Excel grade, meaning that you've correctly built the Excel spreadsheet, and then 40% of it is going to be based on the quality of your write-up, which includes things like formatting. We've talked to several people that are in industry. They've recommended that what you do here is actually build a portfolio of projects that you might take with you to an interview and say, here's, I've done a Sharp Optimal portfolio using historic data, using market betas, and 3-factor models, etc., as we go through the projects. All right, so that's the first step for this particular project. And in step 2, we're going to go and download stock data and generate a returns tab. Thank you very much.